Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are... Oh, God, no. Corporal Ungo Bungo Tongo 1 is back again. And it is, of course, North and South. This is the line battle of a Saturday evening. Good evening, everyone. Good day, whenever you happen to be watching this. We hope you enjoy the end result here. So, apparently, Ungo Bungo Tongo 1 is complaining that they destroyed his village, so he will kill all of the enemy. So, we'll wait and see what's happening. Now, you can see this is the Union spawn setting up. I do believe, yep, there's this 32nd Massachusetts. Don't these fine fellows look wonderful? Look at these guys. They do look. Okay, we'll ignore Paymace and his skirt, but let's see what's going on over here. United States Marine Corps, the Herminator. Moving out with, let's see, are the USMC cavalry today? They are. So, this should be interesting. No 7th Cavalry today, and we shall wait and see, as this looks to be Billy Yank from the 2nd Connecticut. I wonder if he's a relation to Jeannie. Very similar face. And there's Dizzy. Now, I don't know what's going on with the artillery today, but they're all missing their legs. So, missing legs are all the rage for the artillery today. And let's see who these are. Private Barnsley, with a normal looking face. Never thought I'd see the day. And Artie Merck. So, they're in with their high explosive parrots, as you can see. Oh dear. And let's see what's going on over here with Michigan. Now, led by Colonel Arcturus, of course, from the 17th Michigan. Leading his lines, consisting of troopers and bare-chested Scotsmen. And you can now see Titch, who seems to be waiting. Aha, the 15th Alabamans. Waiting in a cornfield for an opportunity to strike. Corporal Punisher. Now, I have to say that... is that General Janik now? Yep, there is General Janik. The fine Brigadier General of Dixieland. Or Lieutenant General, I should say. So... he's hiding in the corn, so his horse will be well fed. Now, oh crikey, Nozza in with a bikini, being perved on by her fellow troopers, and there's Sozolo the Great. So let's see, these guys making use of this. Yeah, all right, you can shut up now. Colonel Lord John, 54th Virginia. And there we go. So they're dealing with that problem. Let's see who's over here. So there's Captain Hardy looking resplendent, of course. Look at that. And let's see. There's the Iron Lady. So those guys are taking pot shots at the Union troops across the bridge. And you can see the cannonballs bouncing in front of those guys. Very close indeed. Let's see if we can move in now. North Carolinians. And Pine oh dear, Pine. We'll have to call you Pine, obviously. So, let's see. Here is, obviously, the artillery with 3 cannons. That's unusual. Okay, so, something going on with the Union there. So, unfortunately, people are complaining that they want to get... Oh, Captain Hardy! Captain Hardy catching a cannonball there. So he is over by that area, and I think now his squad may have to back off. Let's look down here. And here is the 32nd Massachusetts, looking fine in their blues and reds. Yellows. I almost said yellows, I don't know why. Okay, so up here on the hill is, of course, pork product himself. Brigadier Bacon, complete with... has he actually got hair today? No, he hasn't. He's still got bald bonds. So, let's see. And there's more of the United States Marine Corps there with him. So, let's see who these are. There we go. 32nd Massachusetts. Moving over with Guru Dennis, who is his adjutant. And this has got to be Lance. is indeed sporting a fine combat beard this evening. And let's see, as we move in on General Yannick. Now, he's suddenly come under pressure from these guys over here. Now, let's have a look. Union troops, yep, there you go, Michiganans. Now, these guys over here. So there's Arcturus checking out the area. Now, what he's going to be looking for is for enemy on the other side of this wall. Now, oh dear. What he's looking for is these fellows. So you can see these fellows now trying to spread their numbers out along the wall. But the advantage that they have is that they have the brow of the hill defending them. So it means that their enemy will have to come to here before they see them, and then they can unleash a volley of shots. So that's the disadvantage that the Union troops have in trying to push through from this homestead. So we will have to see. So nice firing coming in from Eddie, taking down members of the Tennessee Line Volunteers. And there's Major General Lance sniffing around the area. There we go. He's seen somebody. He's going to have to be careful because these, yep. There we go. IK Hopper. Oh, IK Hopper having a little bit of a pistol battle with the Scouters from the General's side. A little bit of drive-by. Oh, and he's still missing. This is how good these pistols are. Oh, there we go. He got taken down, IK Hopper. And is trying to take down the opposing horses. But, oh, fire coming in. There we go. The 32nd Massachusetts coming to the defense of their commanding officer's adjutant. Lovely timing there. So poor old Pine got killed. And you can now see that it's pretty sure that the Confederate state now know that the enemy is over the hill. There's IK Hopper, whose horse has been... he's given his horse... been given a horse by Karl Marx. So, very kind of him. And we've now got... Let's see what's over here. This is still Lance, I believe, riding around with his adjutant and his staff. As... Yep, we are. There's Bacon in there as well. And there's obviously Almanac, who's holding on to the colours. And let's see. This is quite good stuff here. You can see them actually now using this fence to spread out their numbers on the left-hand side of this homestead, as we are waiting to see what the Confederate state forces decide to do. So let's look at the numbers. 65, 74. So at the current moment, the Union have the advantage. Oh, no. What happened there? Oh, dear. MLG shot, I think, as you could say. Oh dear, that didn't go according to plan. And, yeah. That wasn't great, but never mind. These things happen, accidents happen. These people have to learn. And you can now see cannon fire coming in here, as a little bit of Union battle is going on here. Poor old, these Union troopers in here. There's Captain Farfigher, who's in there trying to deal with the likes of the 19th Indiana. So you can see them all in there trying to clear up the numbers, take out what remains of the Confederate state troops. So let's see who this poor sod is who's running. There's Pickett out with his rifle butt. He looks to be a oh, rifle butt. Oh, Gravy Corps taken out. Oh, multiple rifle butts hit. Nice stuff indeed. He's going in. Nice blocking going on there. Let's see. So we're waiting to... Okay, well that didn't stop anything. So Mikey, unfortunately, or Battle Gravy I should say, ending that one as Wonka comes flying in, complete with wonky hat and wonky face. And here come the Confederate State reinforcements. Lovely timing here by the Confederate State reinforcements. So you can see there, complete with Bikini Girl. Nozza in as well. So it looks like the Union troops are now locked into this position here. And they've got to be very careful. You've got a section over here which are defending the left side. You've obviously got the pork product himself over there. And everyone's defending themselves from all directions. So here is, of course, Bikini Girl in there. Obviously, there's no gentlemanly conduct in war. They'll quite happily stab a young bikinied female, and she'll stab them back. So, you know, these things happen. So, as you can see now, she's still surviving. Oh, correction. Nozza is done with. So, poor old Nozza is no more. As we're now looking at Lord John, proving how amazingly accurate that rifle is. Pickett then finally taking him down. So, poor William Lionheart also being stabbed. Oh, sorry, Darkcore took him down. So you can see here, this is the defensive location of the Union troops, complete with Payne Mace, the engineer, in the background. And this is where you can now see the attack of the Confederate State forces moving into this area, and it's going to be a mass melee. Look at that, mass melee in the middle of this homestead. Loads of Union forces having to back away from this sudden onslaught by the Confederate State. As the question is, what's going to happen? They're going to now run to the left to get cover. There we go, fire coming in from 32nd Massachusetts. Look at that, looking lovely as well, as there's lots of battles going on outside the fences, inside the fences, all over the place at the moment. And let's see. As you can see, pretty much most of the Union troops over there still surviving. 27 remaining versus 54 for the Union. So you can see there, many members of the Confederate States are having some problems there. Van Halen gets taken down from Mississippi. And let's see. More of these guys. 6 Texan. Oh, God, you can hear those bullets just snapping. Random horse. And there, of course, is Major General Lance. So, Major General Lance in there. Oh, no, Gwynford has taken a bullet from Mississippi. So, poor old 2nd Lieutenant Gwynford. And let's see how the numbers are looking. 24 versus 54. So, here is what remains of the Confederate State Army. Now, this guy here is in a difficult position. Pickett, very difficult position. He's right. Oh, that was beautiful timing. And he now goes in, but he's in a trap position now because he's under... How did they miss him? Get him. So they're now going in after Pickett. Pickett doing his best to try and defend himself from the pushing in Union troops. So he's waiting for an opportunity to stab. Waiting for his opponent to drop his guard. There we go, he drops his guard and he goes in for the stab, gets 1 stab, blocks a 2nd stab, his 3rd stab is blocked, 4th stab is blocked. This is good stuff, look at this. Oh, and he gets taken down by Veteran Kubi. So, veteran versus veteran. Lovely stuff indeed. So, there is Veteran Kubi. Huzzah! And Poutine Adame. Or Poutine Adama, I suppose you could call it. So, let's see. Princess Jo. And doesn't she look pretty? So, let's see. There's Captain Hugo, who actually looks relatively normal. Although the person behind him does not. Oh, my God. What kind of... Oh, dear. So anyway, we are looking at the Union troops. Now, they brought their cannons up closer now. So let's see what's going on. If we can find there. So there's the 4th Artillery. Okay, what's going on here? Because these are Union artillerymen. And they've got a what? They've got a howitzer. Okay. Ah, there is the mighty... Warrior Ungo Bongo Tungo 1. Creator of many a tongue-tied situation. So we're now watching here as Poutine Adama from Indiana moves in. Now let's see. My name is Earl. Hello. Jaeger. Buddy. William. Leprechaun. Magic Tea Towel. Tony. Rhino, and Silamon, and the Herminator is at the rear. So, let's see, who's this commanding officer? P. Jester, of course. So, let's see what they're going to decide to do, as we're seeing some fire coming in. Let's see, where are these guys? Here we go. So, it looked like...
Move it! Move!
Little bit of a battle going on here. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, a few of them. Oh, there's another one. Dixie Timmy from 31st Alabama is no more, as there's a battle going out in the field between Lucky Luke, who's managed to avoid some bullets so far, and a kick. Oh, lovely stab by Lucky Luke there. He's now got the commanding officer coming in, and he takes down the commanding officer's horse, but unfortunately dies. So Brigadier General Sarge's horse has been neutralised, but he was not able to get it, so never mind. He's not able to get the commanding officer. Oh, here we go. Looks like an attack by the Confederate forces into the artillery here. So this is Tank Grill, or Tank Grill, I should say. Okay. So anyway, here is Mr. Union, who is supposed to be building me a bathtub. Now this is not looking very bathtub to me, but you know, hey ho. To be honest, I have to say I don't know of many. Oh, I don't know. This could be a good bathtub, but it's a little bit too spiky for my liking, I have to say. It's not bad though. I'll give him credit though. That's not a bad bathtub. Less spikes next time though. So anyway, the Union have won the round by killing Exam, and we shall wait and see what happens in the second round. And so we return, focusing on Major General Lance. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to go and have a look at the Confederate state spawn. And here we are, the fine fellows of the Confederate State Army, and ladies of course. So there's the Snow Hindu from Tennessee, and there's Foz about to shoot at the ground. And let's see what's going on. There's Colonel Lord John from the 24th Virginia, complete with his bikini trooper. And there are some cannons here, howitzers as well, but I don't see anybody using them at the moment. So we just have to wait and see. Now, there's Cozzolo. And there's Lord John. So, now, over here, some bald girl with a some bald girl with a flipping bikini on. That's just bizarre. So anyway, North Carolinians, looks like they're setting up maybe for a ambush. No, they're going to the retaining wall over by the White Barned Housestead. What's the word? Homestead. There we go. Hampstead. It's not Hampstead. What are you talking about? So anyway, leading them forward is Captain Hardy. And we shall wait and see what happens, as you've now got Union troops wandering around the area. Looks like they're sabotaging Yannick. So it looks like a quick sabotage attempt on General Yannick there. He's riding back to the loving arms of his Confederate State Army. And they have now pushed very aggressively up to this homestead, which was the last defensive area of the Union troops. You've got these guys also, unfortunately, catching bullets. They've decided to turn round. Arcturus deciding to head into towards the trees as he's suddenly coming under a massive amount of fire there. So, lovely fire there from the enemy troops, or the Confederate State troops on the far side. And now these guys are setting up defences. So the likes of Pain Mace doing his wonderful work. Look at these guys. Recruit Rhino. All these guys from 32nd Massachusetts. Oh dear. They've just lost their engineer. And they've just lost William as well. So you can see fire coming in from Alabama, North Carolina and Mississippi. Devastating fire into those trees. All these guys here doing a great job. Now, let's see, we can look up potential outflanking manoeuvre from the 15th Alabama. Now move. Oh! Wow, how the hell did Punisher survive that? He dodged a bullet on that one. Holy crap, Punisher. You're so lucky. So here we go. Now we've got the 15th Alabama. The trouble is they're now standing in a place where a howitzer landed previously. So if the guy can aim it the same way, it could cause a potential problem. Unless they decide to move forward. So there we go. It looks like Punisher now leading his troops forward. Let's see if we can follow the charge in with the camera. There we go. Don't they look wonderful? Look at these guys charging into battle. Dodging. Oh dear. Poor old Corporal Punisher did not manage to avoid the fire for that long. Poor Punisher as the 15th Alabama charge into the trees, pushing out the Union troopers, flushing them out as best they can. Now the Union troopers probably going to make a dive in towards this area, maybe use it for a little bit of cover to fire back at the chasing. Oh dear, there's Flemmy being taken out. Here we go, but it looks like we're going to have a little bit of a melee battle in the trench area. These guys are loading, rearming and getting ready to move. They're going to try and make pot shots. Who's this guy hiding behind a tree? There's Private Alou firing at the smoke to see if he can do any kind of damage, as Poshings manages to kill one of his own teammates. So let's see what's going on as the Iron Lady catches a bullet there to add some lead to her iron diet. As we are now looking at Herman Zappa now. This is the 32nd Massachusetts. They are doing their best to defend. You've then obviously got Donor Man in there as well from the 6th New York. And there's the Herminator moving in. Now, the United States Marine Corps, there's Lionheart, these guys all loading up their weapons, Soltai, and there's obviously Wilhelm Mark. And let's see, this is the Confederate State Army, so you can see them doing a great job here. Look at them all lined up along this fence. This is a really good defensive position they've got, because unless they make a charge in from the rear, the Union troops will not be able to make a significant dent. And fortunately, there's enough Union state troopers here. State troopers, my apologies. There's enough of the Confederate State Army around here that they can essentially repel borders. Although I will say I'm surprised they're not building some kind of defence. They do have an engineer here, the likes of Ishwar's Need, who is a fine engineer. I'm surprised he is not bringing a barricade around the side here to then protect them from any attacks from the rear. You pop a barricade there, build a line of barricades here, and then you can essentially barricade yourself in. So at the moment they have a point of weakness, but let's have a look. They also have a slight numerical disadvantage. It's only about 13 people, but it might be enough. We'll have to wait and see what happens now. 6th New York, along with the 32nd Massachusetts, they are making use of the cover provided by the trees. Yeah, 3 guys trying to hide behind one tree. That's not going to go well. Oh no, they've lost their colonel. Snow Hindu is down, and these guys are going to have to consider what they're going to do. Now, it could be that they decide to run side along this river here. Now, this could be a potentially good situation. Run along the river here. Conceal your forces to make sure that people can't see you. Now, the only drawback with that, they've just lost their commander, is that it would run up against this group. Now, let's just check. This is the 17th Michigan. So this is exactly what Arcturus appears to have done, but he's now run into the likes of the 15th Alabama. Oh, Arcturus also then taken down, but you've got the generals coming in. Brigadier General Sarge also coming in as well. So you've got these guys over here trying to deal with a yawning broadcaster. I apologise, everyone. Sorry about that. Nuclear Goats, 2nd Connecticut Skirmishers. We like nuclear goats. However, there is, of course, a biologically powered Yannick after him. So let's see what biologically powered Yannick manages to do. Oh, no, the flag has been dropped, and Wilhelm Mark gets taken down by Judas Priest. So you've still got General Yannick in there as well. Oh, lovely stab into the enemy's horse. And looking very good at the moment for General Yannick. And he's going in for another slice there. Oh, he's stopped suddenly. And he could take a bullet, but no, that guy missed. Wow, opportunity. Opportunity has been lost there. So we'll wait and see. There is, of course, the mighty warrior Ungo Bongo Tongo One. Very nearly catching a bullet from one of his teammates. Shoot at the enemy. Look at this. This is nice defensive structure here by this little area, as you can see. So, not sure what this was built for. It could be that bathtub again. So, let's see, as you've got Musician Gravy Core in there with the rifle butt. He's got the sword out. He's got to watch himself. Slicing all over the place. Oh, there's so much going on already. This is just... dear, oh dear. So, there's Gannicus as well. So, Spartacus is no more. Oh, flipping out. Gannicus as well. On fire at the moment. From the 2nd Tennessee. And he's kind of bleeding slightly. And you can see he's doing a great job. Oh, one of his Porkins killed by Gravy. Oh, no. That Gravy's dangerous. So, Gannicus, blimey. Holy crap, this guy's doing really well. Look at this guy. So, look at him. He's defending himself for all he's worth. Can he do it? He gets Brigadier General Shaw. Oh, wow. Oh, and Gannicus finally taken down by a Ledian. So, a great play there by Gannicus. Fantastic melee skills. Serious amounts of defending going on there. And a bit of howitzer goodness courtesy of the 4th US Artillery. Private Mike and Private Ellis. So, let's see what's going on as we lock in on the defending area. And Titch manages to miss a horse. But never mind. Round the back, we have the Mississippi Troopers. There's Grinford. You see he's got his bayonet fixed. As indeed does Cookies. As indeed does Catmeister. So these guys are expecting a melee combat at some point very soon. Now, oh! Van Halen taking down Mattle Dragon. Now, you've also got this area here. Now, this is not good for Donor Man. Very soon he will be a donor if he doesn't get out of there. So, let's just see. There he is, Bacon, assassinated. The bacon has been sliced. Never mind. So, let's see as Ungo Bungo Tongo 1 is leading the 19th Indianans into battle. And you can see he's doing his best to try and avoid the bullets that are coming in. So there we go. Looks like they've split up. Oh, Chaco takes a bullet. One number of the 19th Indiana are down as they look to be pushing in towards this homestead defense. Complete with 2 bikini girls. So this is like a Bond film. So recruit portals with a bald-headed female in a bikini, which is still slightly disturbing. Now, where's that Union line? That Union line literally just disappeared. I think what happened is they were taking too much fire. Yeah, they were taking too much fire, so they decided to move behind the cannons. Move behind the trees, because the defense of the trees was a better situation. They have a tendency to stop bullets better than air and open ground. Now, I could be old-fashioned, but, you know, we'll have to wait and see. So you can see the fire coming in here. Van Halen et al. Now the thing is, they could get to a situation. Oh, there we go. Howitzer explosions there. Fortunately, not many people were remaining there. So, oh, there we go. Donor is now a donor. Cannonball comes in, takes out Captain Hardy. So George Hazard, Colonel of the Pennsylvania Artillery, and Lord John also taken down by Private Barnsley with a cannonball. So this is not looking good. Not looking good for the Confederate State Army. 18 versus 34. 2-1 disadvantage now. Whether or not they're going to actually move back away from these fences and try and make use of the defences of the physical building, we'll have to wait and see. Bear in mind the guys cannot hide in either of these buildings. So they cannot hide in there. They can hide in these things, but to be honest, they're not exactly best known for their abilities to deflect bullets. But, you know, I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I mean, you know, this could be an early form of Kevlar that I'm not aware of. But, you know, either way, we shall have to wait and see. As there is Guru Dennis. Now, what's going on here?
Move it! Move!
There we go. There's General Yannick, who's defending himself against attack. This is Yannick versus Lance. This is good stuff. Oh, he may have surrendered. What's going on here? Yannick may have... I think Yannick may have surrendered. He has put away his sword. Let's see what's going on. Drop your weapons, General. There we go. Yannick may have surrendered. We'll have to wait and see. Oh, there we go. He's got to drop his weapons. The sword has been drawn. And Yannick is going to run for it. He's going to cheese it. He's deciding, is he going to surrender? We'll have to wait and see. It looks like Yannick has decided to cheese it away from the likes of Lance. Lance has lost his patience and shoots Yannick in the back. The price you pay for failing to surrender. Never mind, Yannick. Oh dear. Never mind, he did give him a chance to surrender and Yannick obviously decided not to, so these things happen. And let's see. Oh, look at this. The two bikini girls are the remaining members of this section over here. So North Carolina bikini girl and a Virginian. Miss Virginia and Miss North Carolina. So they're in there doing their thing. So, yeah. Yannick declined to surrender and was therefore shot. So there's a little bit of discussion going on there. So you can see here. Oh, somebody just lost his horse. Galadion lost his horse. And there's Major General Lance back in position. And it looks like they're now pushing up with the Union troops. So I think the 32nd Massachusetts, led by Captain Hugo, are moving into battle. There we go. They're moving up. They're pausing to fire a quick shot. Recruit Rhino, unfortunately, did capture that bullet from Private Welshie from 31st Alabama. And now all the lines are moving over to the left-hand side. Oh, Hugo takes a bullet, leading the battle. Oh, look at that. So unfortunate for poor Hugo. Brave man that he was. So let's see. Apparently my bathtub is ready, so I need to go and have a look at Mr... Where's Mr. Noonan? But it's kind of alarming that my bathtub is made out of explosive boxes. It is deeply disturbing, so... There you go, an explosive bath, boys and girls. So, poor old Poshings. Good stuff indeed. So you can see now, battles going on here. There's Invitational Mr. Stefan taking down one of the few last members, and Major General Lance with the final kill. And we shall move on to the third round, boys and girls. It's time for the third round. Well, we're back with the third round and a map change. Map change? Map change, even. So you can see here, they got a howitzer and some standard cannons. So they're not too bad. So let's see. Guru Dennis in with his friends. And what's this over here? 2nd Connecticut. Obviously with Brigadier General Sarge. Lieutenant Colonel Bernston from Mississippi. 2 more rounds after this one, and that will be for a total of 5. So, looking good. Now, the Snow Hindu. Look at that with the fine emblems on their hats. Doesn't it look wonderful? Do love this uniform. Looks wonderful. Personal favourite of mine, I think. So, let's see. Okay, so there's Colour Sergeant Hollow, another naked bikini girl, and you can see here the Union troops. Now, you can see them moving out to this rather large hill here. Now, this hill gives them an advantage. I suppose you can see quite some distance, but I don't know whether or not they're going to actually move over to here. We'll have to wait and see. Yeah, I think they might be setting up here. So if we have a look at this hill, good visibility over to the tents and the homesteads on the right. Good visibility to the town, which is the spawn over by the Confederate State Army. So, here is the 15th Alabama. Now these guys here are looking to defend this ford here. Now, did I just hear somebody drowning? Now, yeah. A few people taking a breath. So there's Colonel Marcus from the 43rd Mississippi. Lots of breathing of air there. But unfortunately, they couldn't make it across that wooden thing. I think they fell off that area. So we'll wait and see what happens. So volunteer picket. Oh dear, who's just fallen off the thing? So this is obviously the 43rd Mississippi. Now it could be that they decided to stay here. Oh dear. It looks like they had a defense over here. And, yeah, it looks like exactly that. The 2nd Tennessee decided to try and move to this logging camp. Now coming under attack from the Union forces. The likes of the 32nd Massachusetts. There, of course, is Captain Hugo. So, looks like they lost some of their number. Some commanding officers. As the 2nd Tennessee now, I wonder if there's anybody hiding in the bog. No, there isn't. So there's nobody in the Kazi. Okay. So it looks like Private Finn turning to fire and then continuing away. So the 2nd Tennessee move up to this far hill. Oh dear. That was quite a significant crash. Not sure why they fell off the server there. Not looking good for the 19th Indiana. Not looking good at all. And Donor Man there catching a bullet from Volunteer Nigel. Good headshot indeed. Magic T-Tower hiding behind the stump of a dead tree. That's a really nasty position to be dead in. And there's Pain Mace obviously doing his work. There you go. Windows being broken. The Snow Hindu has been murdered by Musil. So good headshot there from Musil. And you can see up here. Oh, cannonballs firing over their heads. The 2nd Tennessee are standing and fighting with the assistance of their colleagues from North Carolina. So the oh dear. The North Carolinians, along with the 31st Alabamans, supporting their friends. Oh, Robert E. Lee and Dixie Timmy unfortunately taken down. Cannonball from Drevin doing their thing. So let's wait and see what happens as we continue to watch what is going on around the battlefield and see what occurs. So now these guys are really holding their position. So they decided to try and force this position here and hold it to a certain degree. Maybe box in the Union troops. We'll have to wait and see. So you've now got over here, I think, yeah, more fire coming in from Confederate State troops. So essentially this is pretty much a pin in one position type strategy, which is actually doing a good job. So I have to say, props to the Confederate State Army. They are doing a good job of trying to pin in the Union. Now, the advantage of that, it means that while they are pinning in the Union, things like this can happen. This, ladies and gentlemen, is what you call a flanking maneuver. Those dirty flankers. Captain William taking out Volunteer Scatman. And you can see Yenel Yannick in there as well. Oh, slice into Brigadier General Sarge. Combo. Lovely stuff. So you can see here, he's trying to deal with any people trying to escape. Goes for the cannoneer, and his horse is in danger of being felled. So he's got to watch himself. Oh no! Ungo Bongo Tongo 1 has just team killed somebody. Invitational Stefan there, as it looks like the artillery section of the Union troops has been well and truly flattened. So there's Skirmisher Private the Knight, and let's see what's going on. There's Ungo Bongo Tongo 1 defending himself in the spiky fort. He's got his back to the wall and dies like a hero. Never mind. Poor old Ungo Bongo Tongo 1. And 2 of his murderers are then cut down by the 19th Indiana's crucial and deadly fire. Look at that wonderful stuff going on. Careful, Noonan. Start building a new bathtub. So let's see. There is Lord John hiding behind. Now these guys here, looks like the engineers are trying to take down this area to at least provide a little bit of ability to get over the top of the spikes. So there we go. There's bits and pieces being put in by Nubas 13, putting in defences, making use of the existing structure. So, oh dear. There's Poshings in there from the artillery. Is he going to try and get in there? No, he's going to hide behind the spikes where nobody can kill him. And let's see what's going on, as we've also now got Mr. Noonan moving in as well. He's undecided as to what to do. Is he going to try and pick up the colours? Nope, he's deciding to cheese it in the opposite direction. So poor old Poshings gets taken down by Lawrence and is no more. Oh, these guys are taking a battering from the Indians. You've also then got Lord John in there from the 24th. These guys are... Oh no! General Yannick. General Yannick catches a bullet. That's unfortunate. So you can see now they've pretty much got them well pinned in here. Let's see if we can move over to the logging hut and find out what's going on, because it's looking like the logging hut here has been taken. Oh, sorry, it's still being held by the Union troopers. Now the drawback is you've also got these guys here, the Pennsylvanian artillery, the 6th Texas, which I do believe are now playing on the Union side for the sake of balance. And now the Union has managed to beat off this counter-attack and outflanking manoeuvre. Oh dear, you got to feel sorry for this guy. Outflanking manoeuvre on the Union forces. So let's see what Volunteer Night Dragon decides to do, because right now he's got an entire army. No, there's still some more left, so you can see them in here. Corporal Kieran in here as well. The likes of the Iron Lady, Godfried, Night Dragon, and right in the middle, Amsel. However, holy crap, that's an awful lot. Oh, these are nice. That's quite nice. Little firing spots made available by Noonan for his team. So that's good play there. So there's Sour Cream in there. They're doing their best to take him out. And there's Colonel Voodoo, obviously, making his way back to support with his troops. And let's just wait and see what happens as the Union forces continue to hold the lumber camp. Now, what's up here? 32nd Massachusetts, Major General Lance, looking at the scouting area, checking the area to find out what's going on. So we'll wait and see. Apparently, Private Mike is stuck on his own cannon, which is kind of slightly alarming, because it means he hasn't actually been doing shooting with the cannon and he's been doing something else. So the best, I think we should move on from that and leave it at that. Oh dear. I guess you could say that round's over. Stay tuned, guys. We'll see what find out what's going on. Okay, boys and girls, this is going to be the last round. So the problem is because obviously we had a bit of a server crash. So we're going to make this the last round. So there's a bit of resetting done, a little bit of rebalancing, as I think some people could not get back on. So the 17th Michigan were very... Enjoy the music. And there you have it. Now, this is an interesting placement. Now, I'm not sure if they can actually place it on there, but that would stop cannonballs. But apparently, I think they've had a problem unlimbering that, but never mind. So, let's move on and see what this round brings us. Up onto this small hillock, across the border, so to speak, over the river by the broken tree. So this could be a exercise in comedy. So let's watch this. And there we go, there's a double fail. So this is 2nd Tennessee attempting to cross the tree that doesn't exist. So they've decided to forget that and move down here. Oh, crikey, who's that? Volunteer Nigel. And there you go to see fire coming in already, as we've got guys crossing the river. 43rd from Mississippi, under the command of Colonel Marcus. Now, let's find out where this battle is occurring, as it looks like 15th Alabama have already lost 2 people. Ah, there's the hairless bikini bird, Colour Sergeant Hollow. About to be an armed bikini bird. So let's see if we can find out what's going on now. It looks to be standard cannon, and howitzer. So there you have it. There's Colonel Tor from the artillery. And these fine fellows from the 19th Indiana moving over. So they're pot-shotting at these guys on the far side of this little hill. So you can hear the cannonball fire. Well, not cannonball, but the bullet fire to start with. So let's see. Who are these 2 guys? There's Colonel Marcus and Lieutenant Colonel Bernston from 43rd Mississippi, complete with their line of fellows. So these guys, brave, taking on the Union forces, managing to avoid bullets. Let's see. Oh dear, Brigadier General Sarge taking out some people. So let's see what's going on. There we go. Oh dear, the 2nd Tennessee has been charged here by combinations of forces from the 33rd Massachusetts and cavalry. Now the cavalry appears to have actually been dealt with. Oh dear, there's sour cream taken down from Michigan. So the Michiganians, Colonel Arcturus, also then taken down because the 17th Michigan were kind enough to change sides. So here obviously there's Lieutenant Colonel Snow Hindu in there as well. And they're now charging down after the remaining Union forces who are running back to the lumber camp. There's Corporal Connor doing his best to try and defend himself from multiple attacks. Oh, he can't defend himself from that many. Bashy then taking him down. So that's very unfortunate there, as the Union troops now from the 32nd Massachusetts return to the logging camp and see if they can put up some sort of defence. Maybe a toilet-based defence. As I keep yawning, good God. Happens when you get old, I guess. Ah, Corporal Porkins. Under defensive line from those fine fellows from Indiana. And Colonel Tor there is like, get off my defensive line, you fool. As Mattel Dragon is trying to do his job. So you can now see, as the Louisiana Volunteers having a little bit of a problem there, as Tavington is moving in with Guru Dennis. There's Gravy Corps, fine musician. So where's that musician? Is he up there? Yeah, he is. Sergeant Rado is in doing high-based musician-y goings-on. So there we go. Look at that defensive structure. Wonderful work there. Done by Private Wonka. Now, how he manages to make such straight setups with you know, eyes that are as crossed as that. But he's got glasses, so I suppose it corrects it. Look at that. Isn't that great? Love it. Just love it. It's fantastic. Oh, Death Note. Keeping the troops' morale high. Or possibly sending them insane. So there we go. Oh, Tabington's down. Brown Sauce is a killer. So this is the last round as we're looking at a little bit of a battle going on there. There's Corporal Porkins moving in for the stab, and he team kills, or steals the kill. Steals the kill from poor old Invitational Stefan. Never mind, eh? So, let's see. Colonel George Hazard, and there's Sapper Mr. Noonan, builder of bathtubs extraordinaire. High explosive bathtubs for all your bathing needs. So there's Poshings now. Let's see what's going on over here. Are there any troops out in the field? Yes, there are. So it's these fellows here from the 2nd Tennessee being led by the Snow Hindu, followed up with Private William Jones and Ealing. 30 versus 30, and there is General Yannick. Let's follow him in, shall we? Galloping through the hedgerow, trying to make a surprise attack, looking for his opportunity, and deciding not to go for it. So, not sure where Yannick is off to, but don't fire if you're in the watchtower. Yeah. Naughty boy. Who is that? Kasky. Naughty, naughty, naughty. So there we go. Bacon giving the command, get out of that tower. As the likes of Lance are defending from the attacking forces of the 2nd Tennessee. What Private William Jones gets taken down. Gannicus. Oh, trying to defend himself from multiple attacks. Look at this. He's doing a great job, but unfortunately he gets taken down. Poshings is then slaughtered by the Snow Hindu. And let's see what's going on. Here is the Snow Hindu. Now the slightly red Hindu. So there we go. That is 21 versus 28. So that means there is a force of Confederate State Troopers taking cover. And this would be these fellows, I'm guessing. Complete with, obviously, Sergeant Raider. So they're going to have an interesting time charging... Ooh, hello. Howitzers and things of that nature. So it's going to be interesting to see what they decide to do. So here we go. It looks like the Union troops will have to move out. As it looks like Yannick unfortunately has snuffed it. But let's see what's going on down here at the lumber camp. There's a couple of sneaky Confederate staters in here. Colonel Marcus. Ah, it's those fine fellows from Mississippi. The 43rd Mississippis. Now, what's going to happen? Are they going to fire cannons down in towards this building? Oh, look at that moustache. That moustache is fantastic. Moustache beard combo for the win. Look at that. Very dapper. Anyway. So here comes the 19th Indiana moving down towards the logging camp. As you can see. And there is George Hazard from Pennsylvania moving the artillery in. Oh dear. That's painful. So you can see them now moving in. 20 versus 24. Still all to play for now. That's interesting. The 43rd, they can see them coming. They are now getting the hell out of Dodge, so to speak. So Bernston leading away Scribbles and Colonel Marcus into the defensive. Oh, Colonel Marcus. Oh, multiple shots there being fired at them as they try and get away. Colonel Marcus unfortunately hit with one shot. His colleague in front of him hit with another. And these guys are now running back towards the defensive arms of the Confederate State Army. So these guys are making a run. They've got quite a bit of distance to go. You can see how far they've got to go where that big smoke puff just came from. That is the Confederate State Artillery and their last stand. So these guys trying to make it back here. Looks like we split up a little bit just to avoid getting hit by the same bullet. So let's see. Random submarine horse. Or is he paused to have a drink? Oh, that's got to be the most random submarine horse I've ever seen. Because if he moves, he's going to drown. So there we go, submarine horse. There we go. So all hail the submarine horse. So he's believing taking a... Nothing wrong with having a drink of water, but you know. I think he's stuck. But anyway. Submarine horse. The USS Horsey. We'll leave him be. You can hear the fife from a distance, raising the morale of the Confederate State Army. Now I just hope they don't get team killed as they run towards the defence. That would kind of suck. Now, look at this for a defensive fort. Hard work by the Wonka. And let's see. 1, 2, 3 cannons in total. Well, technically 2 cannons and a howitzer. Okay, that's an interesting shot. I think he meant it to go slightly further than about 10 feet. I could be wrong. There we go. The Union troops have been spotted, and there we go. The first kill. Poor old Stefan. Taken down along with Tiny Tim. It's not going to be a Merry Christmas for him. As we're looking to see these guys now moving into the hillock on the left of the river for them, using that hill to defend themselves against incoming fire. There's a problem is that they're going to then have to make a charge across the open field, and that's going to be a major problem for them. Now I saw somebody running over here. Cannonballs swishing past the ears of the camera, as you can hear. And we are watching the Union troopers pushing in. Now, 24 versus 20. Thing is, this could really break the back of the Union attack if they try and charge across this field and are cut down mercilessly, which is a possibility we can't discount. As these guys, to be honest, they've got a good encampment here. They've got a good fortification. There is no rhyme or reason for them to leave it. They're trying to get some nice shots in there, a few sort of mortar shots in there to do that kind of stuff. They've got Captain Hardy, there we go. Doughto then taking down Colonel George Hazard from the from the Pennsylvania Artillery. Invitational Raider in there doing his fifing. And fire coming back now. Who's that running across the field? That was Private Karski from the Pennsylvania, from the US Artillery. Unfortunately, not making it across. Oh, there we go. Another kill there. Judas Priest being taken down by Doughto. Oh, look at that. Fernox taking down multiple members of the Pennsylvania Artillery. Fantastic shot. Look at that. That was just beautiful. Unfortunately, most of the generals are currently dead. So, yeah, that was a lovely shot there. So we can watch out for FSG Eddie and Artillery Private Mike. So you can see here, see this is the advantage that they've got with the defences they've got in place. Because Night Dragon is enjoying the fifing music significantly. And this is the advantage they've got these defences. They've got these defences, the fences in front. And also then these defences behind. So these guys are well dug in. Well dug in indeed. So, let's see. Has the Union decided to back off? What is going on? Voodoo from Indiana. The thing is, I really hope that they decide to attack, because otherwise this is going to be an extremely long game. 16 Union troopers, so they're now at a numerical disadvantage. What is he doing there? Recruit Quester. Now making his way back. Dodging left and right to try and avoid the fire from the Union troopers. Now the trouble is the Union troopers are now down by numbers, so they have a numerical disadvantage. So we could be talking about a standoff here, which will be just great. Because now, with reduced numbers, the Union have no reason to attack. And the Confederate State Army, in such a very well dug in position, have no reason to move. They've got cannons. There's Colonel Marcus in there as well. Now, lots of random horses behind. Look at that. Oh, there we go. Thomas Hardy with another kill. On to the 19th Indiana. These guys are being picked off slowly. So, yeah, it's not looking good for these guys. They are going to have to do something. So look at this. Look at this. This is not good. This is not good for the Union forces. They really need to do something. And another kill there. Oh, a kill by Private Mike into Questor. So, looking quite good. As we are now... There's Major General Lance. He's got to make a decision as to what he's going to do. As we are now watching. Okay. So it looks like Hardy is going to charge. Now there's Gravy Corps, Musician Gravy Corps in there. So yeah, this could take some time. And Gravy Corps taken out with a cannonball. Oh, good shot by Doughto. Poor Gravy Corps. The late departed Gravy Corps. Poor lad. As cannonballs are bouncing around all over the place. Look at this. Who's that who's charging? There's Troll from Mississippi. So, here we go. Get in there and charge, fellas. Get in there and charge. Okay. He's really bored. Night Dragon there. So there's a few from Indiana. Where is the Mississippi fellows coming from? What's going on over here? Take this peace offering, a lonely arty horse. And they were trying to sneak in multiple members. Oh, that's just delicious. That's just wonderful. There we go. The charge has gone in. Colonel Marcus has been killed by Noonan. And now we're looking... Now, here we go. It's all to happen. Fire coming in from the Union troopers as guys are dodging left and right. Oh, Troll, unfortunately, did not manage to avoid that. As we're watching Catmeister go in with a large chopper. So there we go. Wonka takes down Voodoo from Indiana. And then goes the axe. And it does Catmeister no good whatsoever. So you can see here a little bit of stabby goodness going on between Major General Lance. Oh, lovely. Did you see that duck? Oh, Polka Dot. That was a wonderful... Sorry, not Polka Dot. Wonka. He ducked underneath Major General Lance's sabre. So Furnock's now having a battle with Major General Lance. And Lance, wow, Lance on fire. Killing people left, right and centre at the moment. So there we go. We're wishing Captain Hardy trying to deal. QB killing Captain Hardy and then catching a bayonet. That was very unfortunate. So here we go. Here come the Union troops. Oh, nice shot. So you can see Stroganoff Gravy moving over as well. Dark Court also moving up. Poutine Adama. And of course there is Major General Lance. All running in. Galadhion. Oh, let's see. Let's see as they move in. So over here we have Private Mike. There we go. Night Dragon gets taken down by Adama. Oh, sorry. Poutine Adama. So let's see. Oh, look at that. Lovely block. Oh, oh, this is fantastic melee. But Mike finally managing to kill his opponent and now charging into the enemy. So Lance again in with the saber. Watching it. Oh, no. Oh, Erenor shooting Lance down with a pistol. Oh, look at that. A little bit of turning stab going on from Private Mike. Oh, another stab from Private Mike. Look at that. Fantastic stuff going on. He's gone for the guy reloading. Good move there. And let's just see. So Arenor gets taken down by Vince. Another block. So let's see. As Mike is now going after another one. Oh, goodness me. Mike with another battle there. And let's see. Let's see, Mike going in for the kill, shall we? Let's watch him. Last man standing. Oh, they shot Pickett. Stroganoff Gravy. Stroganoff Gravy being taking down the enemy, and that has been it, boys and girls. Thanks for coming, thanks for watching, and we hope you are enjoying the games thus far, and we shall see you again next week for more North and South. Thank you.